Welcome back to 17 Winners. New NoSleep MIlli.
Shit on me.
All I know, that shit on him.
Yeah, I can make you famous, your face all over the t-shirt. If my cousin with the ops, he'll get hit, that's how the streets work. All or nothing rider done died, but I'm a G first. Sold his ass 10 bowls of rabbit food, we call it rework. Supreme junkie, gangsta and Gucci, but I like Dior. You say it's 50 bowls in that bag? Tell me more. My little brother slimy, he cleared the front yard up, this a leaf blower. I watched him rob a nigga for 50 bucks and some free Jordans. Trap baby, I'ma sell bowls till I go federal. Fuck the baddest bitches and dog them out cause they regular. I'm a fiend for blue faces, both pockets full in my letterman. Double cups, light on the ice, how I like my medicine. Finally got a chance to touch paper, feel like I made it. We did numbers when we tracked out the gardens till it got raided. That's when I had that chrome 300, call it a spaceship. I had blicks behind the radio, it pop out, you change the station. I fell in love with 16 ounces, they thought I was in the crack business. Hood by every iPhone I bring them, we had them jacks hit. How you think I had the bitches out the click, I was the fat nigga. Them hoes was praising me like I'm Jesus, I think the racks did. I do the dash of cherry tops on that car, we got the packs in. They said next when I'm in that SRT, that mean I'm stabbing it. They say they won't do this shit, they can't, cause they ain't having it. Watch me do 100 off 50, this a magic trick. All I know is put up that pape and fuck a ratchet bitch. That's just all I know, I don't really know what come after this. 4-5, drop him to his knees, this a Kaepernick. We grew up in this, we'll spin your block dropping platinum hits. Platinum hits, so niggas, man. That's the Drake, nigga. Drake, nigga. I think he went. We'll spin your block dropping platinum hits. That's the Drake, nigga. That's Drake. Yeah.
Like I said, you back to 17 Winners with your brother Mike X. And this is a special episode. This episode, my brother, my business partner, me and Dog done been through them trenches together. Everything, man. I don't even know how else to describe him. The hardest rapper in the city. NoSleep MIlli, man. What's the word?
Yo, what up, though? What up, though? NoSleep MIlli, man. Big dog, NoSleep MIlli.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, you done heard the podcast. You done been around me and all of that. So, you know how we do it with this. We kicking it about the penitentiary. But like I said, this is a special episode because I ain't put it out to the people to view. It's only been going on audio, so ain't nobody been able to get a peek into what we doing, been able to see Risky Studios. Plus, I ain't never played music like this. Yeah, right?
This motherfucker hard.
Appreciate it. I ain't never really got a chance to play music on the show like I'm starting to do now, right? And I had to do it with your album because first and foremost, hell, I just got to keep it 100. This project is your best work to date.
I think so, like. Too. The hardest shit out.
I feel like
shit out. No skips.
I've been with you to watch you putting in the work, and even as you've been building up your work, I ain't even been as tapped in because I was waiting to catch the project like everybody else.
Right.
So I'm so proud of this project that I want to let the people into the project as much as I want to let them into who you are.
Right.
So in the spirit of 17 Winners, what's your prison number? You remember your prison number?
Fuck no. I tried to get rid of everything about prison besides the stories, the memories, but I don't remember that prison. I know it started with an 8 though.
That's 8 number, man.
They told me that like the 2s and 3s, them was like old niggas.
Yeah, no. So my number is
like
358-565, which is a 2000 number, and that was like a new number. Of course, when I came in, it was a new number. The old heads was looking at me like, dog, you fresh fish. But for real, now my number is an OG number, 358. You hear me? But speaking about the numbers and this being the first physical episode or visible episode, I also want to speak to what I'm wearing today. So if you've ever been to prison, you got family members in the penitentiary, or if you've seen even prison pictures, you know that the prison outfit is usually something similar to a Dickie suit.
Yeah.
In the federal prisons, they be wearing the tans. In Michigan state prisons, we wear the blues, the blue and orange Dickie suits. And those of us that were members of the Nation of Islam in the penitentiary on our service day, the way that we made ourselves distinct was to wear our bow tie to service over our Dickie suits because they wouldn't allow us to wear regular clothes. So what we would wear is our creased up Dickie suit with our bow tie over it. Now, I've been out the penitentiary 7 years. I ain't putting on no damn blue and orange.
Nah, not at all.
Plus, the Dickie suits out here, this black look cold. So I've been into designing Dickie suits. So if I'm not wearing one that I'm designing, I'm wearing one that's been designed by somebody I support. This one in particular was designed by Sean Hartwell with Who the Fuck Want to Go to Prison, and the Fuck Prison Dickie suit. So
that joint hard too.
Yeah, for sure. So this is to represent for my brothers that's in there still wearing the Dickie suits. You'll see me rocking Dickie suits often because that's who I'm repping for. With that being said, though, anything else? Oh, Sam, my dog. I forgot to introduce that my guy Sam was
Mr.
here.
AP.
Mr. AP, Sam.
I'm just chilling, you know.
Yeah, just in the cut, just to
Showing up, supporting Ro.
add a little razzle dazzle to the mix. You feel me? You feel me? So, all right, Mills, how much time you doing in the penitentiary, bro?
2 years.
2 years?
Flat. Yeah.
Okay.
Every day of that 2 years.
Right?
Every
Ain't no
day.
good time in that 2 years.
Yeah.
You went for the pistol case, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So was you rapping before you went to the penitentiary?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I wasn't serious though, but I was rapping.
Okay.
Like, let me break that down to you.
Yeah. Like, all right.
I was rapping. I knew how to rap. I wasn't getting my songs mixed. I didn't come up with a song for I didn't care about making music for different fan bases. Like I'm just rapping. Whatever. I might not have a hook. Song might be super long. I'm just flowing. I might drop a CD at the time, and it ain't a song on there for the females. I'm just rapping. I'm just whatever.
Right.
Whatever you want to do.
Though.
I was
The hood
sweet
fucking
though.
with it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you went to the penitentiary. You continue rapping in the joint?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you this. Was you one of them rapping ass niggas in the joint?
No.
Nigga just start freestyling that yard. Like, yeah, somebody,
Hey, one of them
I got
niggas
some
just
shit to
get-
say.
Hey, bro, D. You
No,
one of them
I
niggas,
wasn't
man?
that though. See, I was more so, and to be real in the joint, I was real anti,
Okay.
cause it was my first time. So I really I ain't know too many people that kicked my dog off the yard like the first day I got there. So now I'm alone, damn near for about 2 months. I know certain niggas, but I'm from the north, they from the south, so it ain't really no getting too close. So I'm really alone.
Yeah.
So when I'm rapping in there, I'm just writing in the pad. But then I call home. Now I'm rapping. Now I'm one of them rapping ass niggas on the
Okay,
phone.
you getting on the phone.
Yeah,
You want a
I'm
motherfucker to
showing them
listen
this
to
shit
you.
on the phone.
Hey, so I said,
Yeah, like I'm in that. Yeah, they had gave us a tablet. Once we got that tablet, it was over with. I had shit in there for days.
so what you mean the tablet? Because I ain't never get to see the tablet. What the tablets look
the
like?
tablet was like a Game Boy, damn near, like a Game
Yeah,
Boy.
well, a little
I swear to
fat
God, it was like a fat little Game Boy. It was like the screen was like big as an iPhone screen. You know what I'm saying? It came with a little strap on it. You put it on your whole arm, and you could work out with that bitch. So when you
Okay.
lifting weights and running, it ain't going nowhere because it's stuck.
Okay, like the little MP3 players.
Yeah, so
Okay,
you can write your shit on there. I think at the time, majority of the I don't think we got our pictures on there at the time. You remember them bitches in?
Yeah, I remember him. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you did have your picture.
I was finna say, I
Yeah,
heard
so-
that
so
they
as
got
you
their
gave them
pictures
to
because
you,
you
yeah,
get your
'cause you
pictures
get your
right to
JPEG
you on
in
your
there.
bunk now,
See,
right?
I was because I was getting a lot of printouts. I don't remember. I did have them on the tablet. They was on the tablet. Yeah, you get your pictures on there. It was mediocre as hell, but it was a big
It was
thing
life
in
in
there.
there,
Like
though.
Yeah.
all the music on there.
Was you heavy on the music, like listening to music,
Hell yeah.
whatever the new shit was?
Yeah, but I was more so. I was one of them niggas like trying to have the most songs on my shit.
Me too.
I was one of them niggas,
Me
so
too.
it might
I'm
be
dropping whole albums.
yeah.
I might get 7 bullshit ass songs.
Like, cause it was at one point niggas would get the who was it at the time, man? For instance, a nigga would get like Jay-Z.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He got like 12 hard songs, but the project like $9. I'm going to get Team Eastside Peasy. He got 20 songs on there for $3. I'm going
So
to
you
get
just
them
wanna
over
get them
the
20 songs.
Yeah,
Even though
Yeah.
it might not be 9 hard ones on there.
I'm going to get them.
Oh yeah, so the whole game done flipped, man. I didn't even think about all that because when I was in there, it was $1.48 per song, flat out.
Nah,
But
it's
I was
different.
buying whole albums. I was budgeting
for
it out.
$1.48 a piece.
Yeah, so
Oh,
if the
man.
album got 10 songs on it, it's
You paying it all the way
10.48.
through.
Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah, it's different.
1480. I mean,
You still could bust it down though. And singles, some of them might be that price.
So that's what we was. Oh, okay.
Some of them might be that price, but
Okay.
some might be $2. Some might be $1.
That's a good
You
hustle.
would save money if you buy like the whole album or some shit.
Yep.
Damn. Speaking of dropping projects and projects dropping in prison, I know you just dropped a project.
Fake Famous
but
Volume
you
2.
Yeah, but you got a project, Fake Famous Volume 1, that's been in prisons.
Yeah,
That's been moving around in the penitentiary. How was that? How's your response been from that?
I think it was good.
Yeah.
That was like the first time I actually got paid too.
Yeah, for sure.
The first time I started seeing some money. I know the prison played a big part in that too.
Yeah, for sure. Because like that's where the market is at for people like us, especially when you got a motherfucker just sitting in the room, sitting on this tablet. He can't do nothing. So if they get to locking in with you in there,
man, because they'll make you go to the JPay machine one at a time too. This shit be so annoying, mad annoying. But you got to go to the JPay machine to even scroll on there and see the catalog. So a lot of people, like for instance, Future artist Doughboy, I didn't know who he was. Heard Future say his name in songs. I didn't know this was him though. I got on the JPay and I seen his shit was like $3-4, but his cover was so hard. I'm like, let me see who the fuck this is. And you can hear like little previews.
okay.
I downloaded his shit off the cover, and I've been a fan ever since. I think a lot of people might have seen Fake Famous 2, Fake Famous 1 on there, seen the cover, and just bought it. That's the thing, like.
Low key, that's free game for the listeners. If your cover is hard,
That
you
cover
might get
means
picked
something.
up in the penitentiary.
That shit means something. Don't half-ass the cover with no hard-ass songs on the project. You got to come all the way with the cover, too.
Yeah, for sure. Kind of stepping away from the penitentiary, I want to talk about your music career, right? Because you talked about like you wasn't serious and you rapped in the penitentiary. What was it that made you decide to get serious about it? Did you get serious in the joint about rapping?
Yeah, I think it was like my final months. My final months in prison, I decided that I'm on my way home, and it's like either focus or fold, like all or nothing. Like I really had to put my time into it and really do it, because otherwise I was just gonna be another nigga. I was gonna be back in prison. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't focused on music the way I am now, I'd have been back in the joint for sure. Because them studio sessions took me out of a lot of situations. You feel me? That's how I look at it, at least.
Yeah.
But then I got around the right people, though. It's about having the right team around you. That team will push you when you really that hard. Because certain niggas be hard, but their team ain't pushing them, so they probably ain't really like that. At least how I'm looking at it.
Okay, so I'll ask you this then. You've been home, what's been like 4 years now? In those 4 years, I know we personally together have put out 4 full projects.
Yeah.
You got 5 recorded that I found in doing my research, right? Matter of fact, I just lay out some of the stats. I did some research on you, like, even though I've been there the whole ride, right? Or most of the ride, I still did my own research as if I didn't know you because, shit, I wanted the people to get to know. And I even missed some things. So I had 30 videos, but how many do you really have, like, out to be viewed?
I got 62 videos out to be viewed, and that's not including when I wasn't serious. So in 4 years, I got 62 videos.
62 videos. We got 5 projects. We got Fatter Fortune, 4th Quarter, Views, Fake Famous, now Fake Famous 2. We got a whole Heartless EP, numerous singles, features with some of the largest artists, especially in our region, PZ, Rio, All-Star JR, several others. I just didn't name them all.
Sterl Gotti, my dog.
Gotti, yeah, I forgot about
Louis Ray.
Louis Ray, who is actually on the rise now.
Yeah.
All of these accolades, you've done a few large interview platforms. How has your journey been in this music business? Like, what are the things that you feel like you learned in it?
I think for starters, I learned to be consistent. That consistency is something like I don't even feel like I really benefited from it yet because I'm not seeing okay, I don't think I benefited from it as far as like views and shit.
Yeah.
My views ain't really where I want them to be, but the streams is kind of like a different story. Like they getting better and better.
Yeah.
You feel me? So consistency is one thing.
You know, because I've been with you, so and me being with you, I know we done bumped into certain little hurdles, like learning about marketing and promotion.
That's big too. The whole business side of this shit.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah, for sure.
I had no knowledge of none of this until I bumped into you. You know what I'm saying? Sure. It's a few other people I met on the way, but we really put our mind to this shit.
Yeah, for sure.
You really know some shit too. Don't let these people not think you don't know no shit. Yeah. You really know some shit.
Right.
Bumping into Empire. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
They done gave us some little game, whether they know it or not.
Right, helping us get through them different channels because even with all that I know, I didn't understand how getting in through certain channels would make us able to get that money, that penitentiary money, because without that little connection, there's a lot of people that don't have that connection, who music ain't got through that little barrier because they switched the algorithms on us.
I think one more thing, not to cut you off, bro, I think another thing is like a budget.
Yeah.
That's so big.
Yeah, for sure.
And a lot of people look at a budget as, you know what I'm saying, just a little bit of money, or a lot of people live like they don't got a budget.
Yeah.
That's the dumbest way to ever live. Yeah. And I was one of them. Money coming in so fast, it's like, a budget? What's that? Like, I'm making this shit. You need a budget.
But even if you making it like that, in order to accurately spend and keep track of your spending, you have to separate the money into what is called a budget. Because
the brothers closed lock. Prince.
Hold on, y'all. I got a call from the joint.
That's dope. Probably just take some off guard, for real.
Customer service at 855-466-2832. To accept this call, press 0. To refuse this, your current balance is $16.24. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using GTL.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Like, what's the word? You are live right on the show. We are live right now. I'm doing an interview at this moment.
All praise is due to Allah. Black man.
Yes, sir.
Today, I'm speaking with a brother that's physically incarcerated with me at Gus Harrison Correctional Facility in Adrian, Michigan. And the brother was talking about how he had to work so diligently in order to get his family to go out into the black community with these petitions for good time to be restored to the Michigan Department of Corrections inmates, right?
Right.
And during that conversation, the brother was telling me how his family was frustrated and disappointed by the responses that they were getting from people in the community who had no desire whatsoever to sign the petition. So, after having that conversation with the brother, I go to the cell that I'm being held unnecessarily and involuntarily against my will in. And I pray to Allah in the person of Master Muhammad for understanding. And what I came up with was this. It saddens me that black people, knowing how corrupt the judicial system is here in America, especially in regards to us, would have such a negative view towards anything that would seem to be beneficial towards us that are physically incarcerated. And you'd be hard-pressed to find somebody in our community that hasn't been affected by mass incarceration and the injustices that are being served upon us by our open enemy when it comes to dealing with this judicial system. Yes. And I was telling the brother later on that I found it rather interesting in knowing how corrupt the criminal justice system is, that our people wouldn't be more willing to aid and assist us in getting good time passed and signing that petition. Because for one, everybody that is physically incarcerated has value. Also, you shouldn't define an individual by what they've been convicted of, because oftentimes they've been convicted of something that they're not guilty of. And even if they are guilty of the crime that they've been convicted of, they shouldn't be defined by the one or the two or the three mistakes or errors that they've made in their lives, because most of us got involved in criminal activity not because we weren't good people, but because of circumstantial conditioning that we came up under, dealing with our open oppressor who never educated us in the way of being civilized people. And, you know, the beauty of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad is he taught us that the best religion is to do unto others as you would want done unto you. Treat others as you would want to be treated. If that's the best religion, let's say an individual was guilty of a crime. Do that mean that if you were in those same shoes, you wouldn't want somebody to still recognize your humanity,
Right.
still see you as an individual that has value, still see you as an individual that is redeemable? And the problem with being physically incarcerated is most people out there in society really aren't sympathetic or compassionate to our plight unless it hits home for them,
Right.
affects them directly in one way or another, right?
Yes, sir.
And that's why I always applaud individuals who get involved in activism and get involved in the work of improving the world before a tragedy befalls them on a personal level. Individuals who shelter the homeless, though they've never been homeless. Individuals who feed those who are hungry, though they've never starved. Individuals who clothe those who are in dire need of clothing, though they've never been in need of clothing. Not waiting until the tragedy hits you at home and now you want to get involved, but being involved in improving the world before a tragedy befalls you. Now, I still celebrate those individuals that after a misfortune befalls them get involved, but long before the tragedy hit Uvalde, Texas, there should have still been people out there fighting for gun changes and gun law changes, right?
Right.
To where the 18-year-old wouldn't have had access to a weapon to kill all of those children. There should have been people fighting for stronger gun laws long before the tragedy that just took place in Buffalo, New York, where we lost those beautiful brothers and sisters down there. So my whole thing is, how can you, when you see people out in society pushing a petition to restore good time to those of us that are physically incarcerated, turn up your nose that we from your community and say you don't see the benefit of it or the necessity of even signing that type of petition? Because for one, in order for you to benefit in here from good time being restored, you have to do good time. And what does that do? That means that you're an individual in here utilizing your time in a productive manner and you're not getting in any trouble. So therefore, you're changing your mentality. And now when you return to society, you'll be an asset in the communities where you once were a liability, right?
Right.
So my whole thing is it benefits us all to participate in prison reform and criminal justice reform. And beyond that, world reform. You see something wrong, do something about it. One thing I love about being within the ranks of the Nation of Islam up under the tutelage of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan as a student of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is this. We solution-oriented. We teach that Islam is mathematics and mathematics is Islam. The root of mathematics is problem solving. If the root of mathematics is problem solving, we're not the type of people within our ranks that see a problem and say, oh, that's a problem, and then view the individual that recognize that as a problem as being wise. No, we say the wise one is the one that produces the solution to the problem. Is that correct?
Correct.
So I'm looking at it from this vantage point, brother. I feel as though, like Minister Farrakhan is saying, when you talk about the body of Christ that's spoken of in the Bible, we as black people have to become one body that's unified to where we all share the same nervous system. So if one member of the body hurts, the entire body hurts. Put yourself in the shoes of individuals in here who are being treated in an inhumane condition or inhumanely on a daily basis, because this is a dystopia when you're in prison. And a dystopia is the opposite of a utopia, right? If a utopia is the ideal condition of paradise or bliss, a dystopia is a place where it's constant dehumanization. And being one that was in here at one time, like yourself, we deal with these microaggressions and this racism on a daily basis in here, bro.
Yes,
so I always tell brothers in here who maintain a positive attitude and hope and walk around optimistic that they walk in miracles in this environment, because this environment is not conducive to you becoming a better person, to you having hope, and to you seeing value in yourself. So these are the type of individuals that would benefit from good time being restored. And upon our return to society, we'll be involved in the fight to have further criminal justice reform implemented and further prison reform implemented, because it's necessary, brother. So I applaud brothers like yourself that have come from in here and reached back in here to aid and assist us and give us these type of platforms to voice our concerns. You know, man, if you were to see an individual that was physically incarcerated and what we deal with on a daily basis, you would cry, regardless of the crime that a person committed. And I'm not dismissing that punitive action should take place whenever a criminal act has taken place, because you do want to be able to restore those who've been victimized by your activity.
Right.
However, to not see the need to improve upon that person's condition while being physically incarcerated and see that individual become a better person in their confinement, that would be naive, because now all you're doing is sending back out to society someone that's once again going to prey upon and victimize the same community that they preyed upon and victimized before their incarceration. So you would be incentivizing people to be better and be productive in their incarceration if you did restore good time. But think about those of us like yourself that when good time didn't even exist in here, still took it upon ourselves to become better human beings and engaged in self-improvement, which is the basis of community development, right?
Right.
So that goes to show you right then and there, and that speaks volumes to the beauty of the character of that individual. Because with no incentive to be better other than wanting to be a better person, you still chose to utilize your time in a productive manner and in service to others in here with you as you send them out into the community. That's powerful within itself. It shows you there's great value in these brothers and sisters that are behind these walls. And we live in a nation that's supposed to be a Christian nation wherein we believe everyone deserves a second chance. But when it's time to activate and show and prove that we believe this sentiment, and it's not just a slick mantra that we say with our mouths, which isn't in our heart. And when you say with your mouth what isn't in your heart, the Holy Quran calls you a hypocrite. And that's the type of nation we live in. We believe in second chances when it's someone that you love, but you don't believe in second chances for individuals that are strangers to you, though they may be in the condition of your loved one that you champion second chances for, but you don't champion a second chance for the individual that you don't know. That's powerful, man. And we have to take these blinders off and be able to see beyond our current selves or our personal, incentives, and start to see the benefit in doing for everybody, man. You know, I love how in the Muslim program it says that we want equal justice. It says we want justice applied equally to all, regardless to creed, class, or color. And that's powerful, because what you're saying is, regardless of your creed, regardless of your color, regardless of your class, we want you to enjoy justice. And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that justice is the principle of fair dealing. He said it's the law that distinguishes between right and wrong. He said justice is the weapon that God would use on the day of judgment, right? So right now, we want God to judge this criminal justice system and this prison reform system, but injustices that it has served upon a people who were never educated properly in the knowledge of self to be who they truly were. So we all victims. And for those who don't want to be sympathetic towards individuals that are physically incarcerated because of the crimes they've committed, think about the ones in here who are innocent of their crimes or who've been overcharged and went ahead and they were overcharged because they refused to take a plea. Ain't that something? They punish you for not taking pleas. But anyway, my point is this. In the Bible, in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 17, it says this. If any man be in Christ, he's a new creature. Old things have passed away and all things have become new. So let's say you was guilty of the crime that you committed, but you submit yourself to the one God. And we know that the law of submission is you become like that which you submit to.
Yes,
So as a man thinketh, so he is. So if I submit to God and become one with God, I'm no longer, and they're no longer justified as holding me because I'm no longer that individual that could.
You have 1 minute remaining.
So I should be exonerated. As a man thinketh, so he is. Brother, I thank you for this opportunity to speak to your listening audience, and I pray that I've inspired, motivated, and been a benefit to your listeners. Be active and quit letting life happen to you and start happening to life. You see something wrong, do something about it. It's just that simple. I love you, and I leave you as I came, brother, in peace. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam, Black. Brother be coming, right?
Let's make a toast to the day. We still 10 toes down, we still standing on business. Yeah. BB had to do it to him. I was blessed up, man. All the killers dressed in black, this a mob movie. We ain't worried about the ops, they gon' die losing. Niggas wanna be the guy, so they tryna prove it. And we ain't playing in the streets, we really signed to them. You can be bigger than me, put your mind to it. Every time the phone's slow, we gotta grind through it. Probably be dead or in jail if I ain't find music. Everybody dressed in black, this a mob movie. Prepared for the occasion, I got the 40 on. No sleep, but today I'm Millie Corleone. Bring a Fanta in the cup, today we pouring foes. They can claim what they want, we really double low. Them niggas know we get it poppin'. Fuck them if they watch. Even in jail we made a profit. White boys want some box. You ever seen 100,000? I used to pull it out my closet and lay it on the bed the first day of school outfit. Applying pressure to these niggas, now I'm feeling famous. Don't give a fuck, I set the play, I think he Albanian. Cartier watch looking all stainless. You ever reach for this bitch, I'ma get you painted. We got whatever you need, nigga, you can name it. Catch a body for the gang, then you can claim it. Almost 100K in jury, now I got appraisals. He say he want 100, I can arrange it. All the killers dressed in black, this a mob movie. We ain't worried about the ops, they gon' die losing. Niggas wanna be the guys, so they tryna prove it. And we ain't playing in the streets, we really signed to them. You can be bigger than me, put your mind to it. Every time the phone's slow, we gotta grind through it. Probably be dead or in jail if I ain't find music. Everybody dressed in black, this a mob movie.
Most important thing in business is honesty, integrity, hard work, family. Never forgetting where we came from. See, you are what you are in this world. That's either one or two things. Either you're somebody or you're nobody.
Yeah, that was my movie off that fake famous 2 Mills. That's two for two so far. I'm telling y'all, man, this guy got a nice, it's a well-rounded project, man. You feel me? I want to go back to something you said earlier about your time in the joint. You said you was real anti. So you knew guys, but you from the South. I mean, you from the North, and they was from the South. Y'all really wasn't tight.
Yeah.
That's not a new thing in the penitentiary, right? When I came to the penitentiary, Shit, honestly, it wasn't no real South Side in there for real. The South Side, it was like North Side guys in there heavy. It was a few West Side guys in there and East Side guys in there. They used to look at us like we was soft from the South. Like, when I came through the bubble tripping how I came through, they used to be like, nigga,
Different
you from
outlook.
where?
Yeah.
You from the South Side? When y'all start getting like that? But during my time, though, at some point, I went from being, because at first, of course, I was like the Lansing Lil homies. Throughout the time, I eventually became one of the elders, one of the big homies by the time I went home, right? And in that transition, I felt like I seen it get better when it came to our city, locking in with each other on the yard, and as well as getting rid of the lame homeboys.
Because there was a lot of them.
Yeah, for sure. And not only that, we also had like a lame reputation in the joint when I came to the penitentiary. I know for sure I put in a lot of work towards cleaning that name up. But the fact that you said that you was anti stood out to me, because that kind of sounds like it ain't much change from y'all perspective. And then you came down into what, level 1 or 2?
Level 2.
Level 2?
Ojibwe.
Ojibwe, old stab away.
Mm-hmm.
Was it lit like that?
Man, what was it? What? That's the first time I ever seen a nigga get stabbed.
For real?
Like stabbed, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he was on that.
Well, tell us
First
about
time.
what I'm saying. How was it to you? How did it happen?
It was like a movie, like, you see a nigga get stabbed in the movies. Like, let's say a prison movie or something. You see a nigga get stabbed, you be like, damn, he done fuck buddy up. But you see that shit in real life, you be like, yo, he just stabbed the shit out that nigga. Like, it's different. Like, yo, this shit really going on. Like, I'm really in here.
Yeah, that's the feeling they give you.
It hit me
That's
like,
the feeling
damn,
they
I'm
give you.
really
Like,
in
I'm
this
really in
bitch.
here.
Like,
I'm in a movie. That shit make me want to look away.
Yo.
Like,
like, what the fuck? But around that time, that's when I started seeing people I knew, though.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like I had a scared feeling, but it was like, damn, what'd he do to get that?
What did
I gotta
he
make
do?
sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
I ain't
in
gonna
here
lie. That's
to
what
not
I did.
Get like that.
That's what I did too. I figured that out. Like nigga, stick to what you are. Like, don't be getting too far out of your lane, my nigga. Like, know who you is. Cause
That's another thing too, bro. It's a lot of people that I knew from Lansing that I ain't kicking with, or I knew they was bogus.
right.
In there, they was a whole different nigga.
Yeah, man.
I
That's
was
the
me
thing.
in there, like.
Yeah, that's the thing.
The Millie, Mills, Malik, whatever you want to call me out here, is who I was in there. I wasn't trying to be no.
Where you think the difference is coming? Because it's like
don't
they
know.
were soft in the street, and then they came to the joint, and they were soft in the joint.
Yeah.
But then they come back to the street, and they hard.
Man, bro, I was in there paying attention. And learning. Like, I'm seeing mistakes. I learned manners in the joint.
Yes, sir.
I learned how to, yes, sir. I learned how to excuse me.
Right.
Like, I wasn't
and it ain't
on that.
'cause you know hoe. It's because, like, bro, you can't handle this whole motherfucking yard.
That's how that's how prison changed me, though.
That shit change your mind.
Change
You see
your
motherfuckers
mind.
walk around like the
Listen,
Joker.
man.
They face hanging
what?
off. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Man,
Whatever the
that
fuck you was
whole
I ain't gonna never do whatever it took.
that
to make
whole
them do that.
$150 shit crazy too,
That
cause
shit look fake.
the nigga I seen get stabbed,
Nigga say it look fake. That
Man,
shit
what?
do.
bro. The nigga I seen get stabbed, I ain't see him no more. So I don't know how it turned out, how it looked afterwards.
Yeah.
But peep this, after like a year on the yard, I ain't really see too many stab. I knew how to mind my business, so I ain't see too much of that going on.
Yeah.
It was going on, but I wasn't.
You
there.
just wasn't in the mix
I ain't
of it.
see
Yeah.
shit. But anyways, some niggas had rolled in and shit, and they some cool niggas. They from like some from Grand Rapids, Battle Creek, nigga from New York, whatever. I'm kicking it with a nigga on the yard. Like, this when I first started doing pull-ups. This skinny nigga, he knocking them down. I'm like 2 to 3 a set. Like, he doing like 20, 30. But I'm kicking it with him, but he got like big ass keloid just wrapped
Look like a
around
nigga
his
trying
neck.
to cut his whole head
What
off.
the fuck? I learned like 3 months later, this nigga's a rat. They done $150 them, all type of shit. I'm like, damn, I was kicking it with this nigga. I ain't know nothing about it.
Nigga head
Now,
off.
every time I see a nigga come in with a mark on him, stay away from me.
Yeah, it's
I don't know what you
automatically
on.
because that
What
buck
is that?
50 means something.
Yeah, what is that?
But the problem with the buck 50 is we got carried away up north. Up north, nigga got carried away with the buck 50 to the point where they was just buck 50 and that was the way to shoot. Because like at first the buck 50 meant something. Like, all right, he got buck 50. He ratted and he ran. He did some whole shit. But like at some point it was just like the easy way to shoot him because you can't fight back.
Right.
Once that buck 50 open your face up, boy, you trying to get to the medical.
It's over with.
You do not want to fight this nigga back. Y'all ever seen a nigga fight? Get popped and fight? See, now that was the first thing that, like, I ain't gonna say the first thing, but that was a thing that, like, shocked me. A nigga get popped and then turn around and fight the nigga that's stabbing him. Like,
He ain't going out like that.
man, bro, I'm talking about
That ain't
beat
his
this
first
nigga.
time getting stabbed.
That's
Nigga
what
beat
that
this
is.
nigga,
Like,
take his knife from him type shit. Like,
this time he was ready.
I done
for
seen
that
niggas
shit.
do that. Like, I done seen a nigga where a nigga done turned around and nigga done hit him and ain't hit him right.
And
And
the
I
other
turn around and
motherfucker
bop, bop,
wasn't
bop, 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 and get the knife from
The
him.
other motherfucker ain't want to stab him that
No,
bad.
he didn't.
That's what
They really be
somebody
scared.
Somebody's heart wasn't in it.
That's one thing I learned in the penitentiary. Out here in the streets, having that strap on your hip, that saves you a lot of like being scared because you close your eyes and squeeze the trigger, and you might hit the guy you was trying to hit, you might not, but you bust at him in the joint. You got to get really close to this person.
do that.
You might
And you
hit
got to put this
bone.
metal piece up in his
Yeah,
ass,
that's him.
and you got to pray that he don't turn around and handle you.
Right.
Because like
them
by the time I
little
left
shanks,
the
you gotta
penitentiary,
go
I
in
was
and out.
6'4", 220. Man, I don't give a fuck how tough you think you is. If you ain't big enough to put that bitch through me, I'm gonna turn around and beat you up.
Yeah.
That's just the reality of it.
Right.
Cause like ain't no little motherfucker, you just fresh off the streets, you just been popping Zans and drinking lean for years. You skinny as hell, and you get mad and try to stick me with. Well, I'm gonna beat the hell out you with that knife.
Yeah, them motherfuckers little.
Yeah,
Man.
I'm gonna damn near
You
kill
really
you
ain't
with
about to
your
do
own
much.
knife.
No way, unless you
Right.
unless you got a butcher knife and then you gotta go in and out.
Right.
Yeah,
you
for
might
sure.
not have it in you to go up out of that flesh and make.
For sure, that's a real thing. So like, even in that, motherfuckers be like, yeah, I get a knife, but nigga, that ain't even gonna save you in the penitentiary. The
hell
penitentiary
nah.
get realer than that. Like shit, and you ain't just stabbing anybody.
That's why I just kept the fighting, because I don't want nobody to stab me back. So I said, that motherfucker, yeah, we can fight as much as y'all want. Like, shit, they started pulling out knives and shit. Ain't nobody, I ain't pull out one. That
ain't how I wanted it.
I done seen so many weapons in there though.
Yeah, I done seen them.
I done seen a lot of weapons in prison.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
motherfucker
saying?
come up with
A
all
lot.
type of
Like
weapons.
you, I only
What?
had 3 years. I'm not, come on, I'm not trying to turn 10.
Yeah.
What we doing?
That's the thing.
What we
You
doing,
mess
brother?
around
Like,
and turn your life around.
none
in
of these
there.
noodles up here are really worth me killing you.
No
like, they're
cap.
really, like, you can keep
See, I-
if you got a
That's
knife,
how I
you
felt
can keep
too
that
though.
shit,
Like
bro.
I ain't have enough time,
Yeah,
or I ain't getting to nothing that deep for me to stab you in there.
yeah.
I beat the fuck out you, but I ain't. It ain't like that. I ain't
ain't
even
like
had to
that.
beat nobody ass in there. If I did, now I'm on that. Like now I'm probably gonna stab you because now I'm annoyed in prison.
But that's crazy. Yes.
Like that's a different type of being annoyed in prison, especially in 8-man. I started in an 8-man cube where it ain't no doors. It's a hallway and it's just cubes. So
You
a
know, I
nigga
still
could walk
deal with
all
that.
the way
Man,
up
I
and
don't
down
like
that cube.
I still deal with that shit.
Man, I don't
like
like
when
that
I'm females that be sleeping with me, they be like, nigga, like you ain't in there no more.
Bro, that shit.
Like, nigga, I be sleeping.
That
with
shit'll
my-
fuck you
No,
up.
I be sleep. My hand, I be covering. Like I sleep defensive, so I'm sleeping with my arm across my eye.
Well,
So
nobody but to give
if
me in
you
the
stab
face.
me, you ain't stabbing me in my eye.
Yeah.
You gotta stab me in my face somewhere, but you ain't getting the eye. That was all. So that was the way I slept. I slept where, all right, you ain't gonna get nothing vital. If you get me in my sleep, you ain't gonna get nothing vital.
Yeah.
I had a homeboy, man. This nigga went to sleep and woke up with something going upside his head. All you heard was scream. Ah!
Bro.
That nigga
Listen, bro.
don't know
I
what
thought I
caused
was
it.
slick. My first couple weeks, I thought I was slick. I thought that I can stay up longer than the whole cube.
And go to sleep.
I'm gonna let them go to sleep first. That shit, I let them go to sleep that first time. I'm like, bet I can fall asleep now. And I see a nigga pushing a mop down the hallway. First time I knew niggas had jobs, and I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga? Yeah. Now I really don't want to go to sleep at all. Like how long you be doing that? Like,
this nigga just be out all night walking around. Hey, cause he do. Hey, that third shift job be a motherfucker too. I had that job too.
You never know him because his ass be sleep during the day.
All day long.
So he don't never talk to nobody.
You never see him. But he got a stove. He the only nigga you can get a bag of chips from at 10:30.
He sneaking chicken patties, all type of shit. My first 90 days in prison, I was just noited. I was just real noited.
Yeah.
It was the sleeping part, though. Till I start knowing niggas and we kicking it.
Sleep. That's why you got that no sleep.
Man, what? No sleep came from prison, bro. I was up. That's when I started writing. I really wrote a book in that bitch, too.
Straight
I
up.
wrote a whole book. I used to, damn, what that shit was called. It wasn't called Cartel. It was like a hood series.
Dutch.
One of them was Dutch.
Because I know I read all of them.
It was like a series, though. The authors was some black people. Mm-hmm. You could tell they was some black people. The names was ghetto as hell.
Yeah.
But I read they books. It was like...
That'll do it.
It was like 15 different books, and I wrote a book. I started the second one, but they rolled me out, and they took everything, all my property, my little TV, all my...
Took it?
Man, they left me with everything important, but all my notes and all that shit, never seen it again.
Damn.
TV, gone.
Man, that'd be the worst.
Man, what? They ain't give a
Hey,
fuck.
you had a line in one of your songs, man, say you was snatching old niggas' TVs.
Like they
man.
was little niggas.
What
I swear
the
to God.
fuck?
That
What do
shit
you
started
mean?
at Ojibwe.
So
It's
what y'all was doing?
I got a homeboy named Kayvon. Free that nigga. He went back in that bitch, but he one of the Southside homeboys. I'm telling you, I met in there.
Okay.
I got to kicking it with him for a minute, and the way the units were set up, you walk up to one, and I'm in like E unit. He next door in D unit or whatever. He in there snatching TVs. Cause you ain't gonna know nothing that's going on in there unless somebody say something, cause you can't go in there.
Right.
A nigga tell me one day like, yeah, man, he over there on some bullshit. Woo, woo, get your mans before we blah blah. It was that conversation that made me feel like, okay, all right, I could stop him from doing this or holler at him about it, but he ain't got nobody helping him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm only getting 50 a month, so I'm like, shit, I really can't do much either. I'm sharing little shit with him. Man, I said, fuck it. I'm like, shit, nigga, if you on that, I'm on that. I'm only with you every day.
Yeah.
So I got on some bullshit with him.
Do nothing yet.
Bro, we taking TVs. Then it's like a lot of niggas in our cube start riding out. They going to level ones. They done went up top. They done locked up. So now you got the chomos coming in. He looked like he done raped. You know what I'm saying? We snatching that. Come on, bring that on in. You got whole niggas. But look, I'm gonna tell you one time where I ain't even gonna consider it snatching TVs.
Okay.
Cause they was available. Nigga, it was a big ass fight on the yard with the Flint niggas and the Detroit niggas. Big ass brawl. I'm talking about everybody got rolled out. Niggas like 60 niggas rolled out. So shit, I'm walking up the hall like, they call count time. You see a lot of people missing. Y'all not coming back.
Yeah, right.
Man, everybody got TVs, nigga. Everybody got about 5, 6 TVs now.
And y'all in cubes?
Yeah. In cubes. So we tucking them, trying to hide them. But that porter I was telling you I was nervous about, he slid through. We throwing them in the, where the laundry go. We putting them all under the laundry. He taking them to this room. Next night, he taking them to that room. Next night, now we selling them. And it was just like that.
Damn.
I swear to God, it became a hustle down
I was
there.
just finna say, that sound like a little lick. Y'all.
Hell yeah.
Needed that.
Hell fuck yeah.
Hell dog.
Same niggas that I was kind of annoyed about, man. Them niggas was solid.
Yeah, man, because they probably was quiet and they probably was different than what you
It
was
was
used
filling
to.
me out.
Yeah.
Like, who was this nigga? Then I was big, too. I was already big coming to the joint. I was fat as hell, so it's like half these niggas wasn't working out for real.
Right.
At least the cube I was in. It was some buff-ass niggas there. But these niggas wasn't on that.
Yeah.
These niggas, like, they just eat all day, just chill.
Man, that's
I'm
the
a young
motherfucker
nigga
that don't
smelling
do
like
nothing but play
lean
cards
still.
in that bitch. Was you a card player in that bitch, or you was on the yard fucking off?
Fuck, no, I was in there shooting dice.
Oh, you was in the shooting dice.
Yeah.
How, bro? I never.
man.
So
You
I
made that
shot
shit out
dice
of
at
tissue,
the beginning
bro.
of my bit. I shot dice one Well, a couple times I say. But one time when I quit shooting dice, man, I had lost about $300. Now I'm fresh in the penitentiary. I ain't been gone a year, so I got 2-3 girlfriends. I'm spoiled as hell. Yeah. I got homeboys and shit, so I ain't tripping. I got money. It ain't nothing. But this nigga done hit me for $300. He want all hard cheese. All hard money means he wants the dollar for dollar value of the money, and he wants it in physical products in prison. There's no other way for me to pay him, right?
Yeah.
So I'm kicking it. I'm like, dog, you be giving niggas deals on the. Can I get a deal? Anything? Hell no, I need all mine. You know, I'm fresh off the street. Yeah. You know, at Country X, I talked to you the other day, bro. I swear to God, I need to get you on this podcast because you gotta validate this story, bro. So I'm shooting with my man. He out of Flint too. Shooting with Country X. This before he become my man, actually. So we shooting dice. This nigga done bucked me out all my money. I'm down. I'm talking about I'm going around that motherfucker getting beard trimmers. I'm pulling out. I done got damn near everything but my TV. And I had to come pay this nigga, right?
Yeah.
So I done paid him everything. After it's over with, you know what he told me? My nigga, shooting dice ain't your thing. This ain't you.
This
you
ain't
doing
it.
Some shit that ain't you.
Yeah.
I never forgot that. I ain't never touched the dice after that.
He a real nigga for telling you that.
Dog.
Because he could have kept rolling you up.
Dog.
That's like a real friend right there.
Yeah. He said, no, I'm going to take my money. I'm going to get my money. Because your ass should have been out here gambling.
Yeah.
You bold for jumping out here gambling, knowing this ain't you, dog. And when he said it and I went back to my room, mind you, I went back to my room naked as hell. Ain't an oatmeal pie in this bitch. I done had to take all my boxes down here.
You got to get up for breakfast.
Yeah, I got to get up for breakfast tomorrow.
I hate that shit.
Oh, man. That's that hurt.
Man, I sat in there.
5 in the morning
I say, man, I ain't finna get wrapped up in nothing that ain't my character. I don't care what I do get involved in the penitentiary. I ain't getting involved in no shit that ain't my character.
Nah, hell no.
So I ain't finna get caught out here about no gambling and no shit like that. Like, if you get out here about something else that makes sense for me, yeah. But nigga, I can't even call the crib and tell my mans them, hey, yeah, man, we was on the dice table, man, and I fucked around and had to stab a nigga because I was shooting dice and lost. Nigga, you didn't even shoot dice in the street. What is you in there doing that for? You doing shit that ain't even you. You feel me?
First of all, I'm bored.
Yeah, no, that's the thing, though.
But I bored as hell.
But that's when you got to find something else to do with your time.
You're good at, though.
Yeah, hell yeah. I had to find something else to do with that time that I was in there.
See, I only stuck to that dice, though, for like a month. I went back working out every day.
Oh,
all
yeah?
day.
That's what you was on? You was a workout junkie?
I went in there about 310. Came home, I was 190.
Yeah,
fucking with that jump
skinny
rope.
MIlli.
Yeah. Skinny as hell. Skinny as fuck. That motherfucking dice shit, it stopped being cool when niggas started bringing tunas and niggas started bringing bullshit to the dice game. Like, man, I ain't finna keep doing this shit. That shit wasn't cool. And then niggas was getting rolled up behind that shit. Like, they frying niggas behind that shit. You going to the hole, you on top lock, all type of shit for weeks. I'm like, you know what? I ain't finna be missing out on phone and JPays and shit. Cause I want to shoot dice.
Not for that.
That's all we got is the phone and JPay, bro. I'm not finna be missing out on that.
When they put you on top lock, do that like top lock your tablet thing?
Nah, you got you have your tablet.
Okay.
But you ain't going to get no phone.
Okay.
You ain't going to check your JPay. Cause you damn near got to plug. Didn't you got to plug it up?
Plug your tablet in.
Update.
So if it don't plug up, you don't get the update.
You don't get no new shit.
Yeah,
No new shit. You can't download no new music. You gotta hand it off to here, Sam.
Go plug me up.
Go grab that new shit on there. Ooh.
Okay.
Bring it back. He fucking around, get caught.
Oh, cause he get caught plugging your shit up. That's a ticket. I
It's
forgot
on.
about all that. Yeah.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I don't like it there.
Hey, I got this one song I want to play, right? But then I'm going to ask you this question because this question, after we did it on another podcast, I got a phone call from you specifically about this question. So I'm going to play this song. This one been doing pretty good with the females, so I'm going to turn this one up for them. And then I got a question for you.
And they love this song so much. Some of them don't want to show it, but they love this song for real.
Hey, I fucked that shit up, man.
Listen to the whole song. Like, oh no,
That
that's
red line lingerie sparkling, it ain't nothing sweeter. New installation, French tips, I see all of your features. How you fit all that in them jeans? You damn near a genius. That ass round with all the toppings, you damn near a pizza. I play a lot, I know that last shit was random. Good thing I can make you smile, cause you meet all my standards. What is love? All I know is 2 cups in a Phantom. Vacuum seal them till you can't, back and forth to Atlanta. This shit give me a feeling I really can't explain. I mix the purple with the wacky, call it candy rain. Scientific, this mixture take away all the pain. Don't try this with no green, they are not the same. Range Rover Sport Plus, just one of the cars. Panoramic roof, we literally looking at stars. This ain't no little boy shit, you dealing with a dog. Goes down a Cartier watch, I did it for my love. Every inch of your body better slide when I call. Stop hiding them love handles, I love all of your flaws. Real nigga can't make you drink it, I can guide you to water. That 69 position got my face dripping in water. Climax in your near future, that coochie tasting like Cliff. In my back therapeutic, bend it over, baby, I dare you. Go deep, she talking in tongues, say she love me, baby, I hear. She acting weird, I ain't gon' trip, cause I know I be acting weird. He don't touch you how I touch you, or fuck you the way I fuck. I know the spots, I put pieces together like you a puzzle. She can't take you when I'm on top, missionary, now you in trouble. She shaking all through her body, she feeling him in her stomach.
So far, I'm telling y'all, this is a project to get.
All streaming platforms right now.
All right, so the question that I wanted to ask you, dog, was, and I'm going to flip it a little bit, though. So remember the question from the podcast is holding the guy down while he in the joint.
Yeah.
Worth it, right? Now, I'm going to take your perspective on it from, like, if you're talking about a woman holding the guy down in the joint. Mm-hmm. And after you answer that, I got another flip side. So give me your perspective on that. Do you feel like it's a worthy investment for a woman to be holding the guy down in the penitentiary?
I think it's only worthy if it's enough time invested. Got to be enough time invested. That time got to be, got to have like 3 years under the belt, even 2 for real, or a kid. Got to have some kids together. Got to have like 2-3 years.
Is it a max on his amount of time?
I say for that 5-year stint, y'all got to have like 2 to 3 years under the belt or a kid or something, because that's the only way it's really gonna make sense. Anything under that, like let's say you would a female for 9 months, you with her for a year. It's so much shit y'all still don't know each other. Y'all don't know about each other, and you want her to hold you down for 5 years. That shit, it's too much. But you gotta understand what hold me down mean though. This where people got it fucked up at, because no matter if a nigga got 5-10 years. And he want a female to hold him down. That could be answering the phone. That could be checking on my mama. That could be checking on my kids. That could be playing like Rennie Rucci, for instance. That could be playing Fujiano songs at her show. Right. You know what I'm saying? Sharing his music still. That's what you call holding a nigga down. Like, it's not, don't fuck nobody for 5 years because I've been with you for 9 months and I love you and I got 5 years to do. Right. Like, that's not what hold me down, because you got to keep pushing forward. You got to keep growing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But when I get home, if it's a chance this can work and we still on the same page, let's do it. Because, I don't know, I feel like niggas be trying to stop females' life for them. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Now, if we got some shit invested, though, and you know what I'm into, you know for a fact tomorrow I could go in and you got my daughter, my son out there, whatever the case may be. Hell yeah, I expect you to be here holding it down. If I got a 10 ball, hell no, I don't expect you to not be fucking. No. I don't expect you to not be fucking. Right. Don't let it hit the fan. Don't make a nigga look bad. Right. Do what you do.
Respect who you dealing with.
Yeah, keep answering that phone. Yeah. I might need a secure pack every quarter. However it go, just hold me down, but don't stop your life.
Yeah, right. Right. But this is the thing about don't stop your life, because you say don't stop my life, but what if my life is going, or her life is going to this next level, right? And she can't take your ass.
Give me your friend.
Shut the front door.
Like if you really love me, like it was real love, it was genuine. You know what I'm saying? We got some time invested. whatever the case may be, and you moving on. We probably had a conversation about you moving on too, because you really love me.
Right.
So you like, look, man, I done met dude. All right, bet. You know what? I can't stop you, bet. But you ain't gonna answer the phone no more. Like, what you doing? Like, what's?
He don't allow you to answer the phone. He don't allow me to answer the phone. He don't allow her to answer the phone.
Well, shit, you got a friend for me? Like, cause I ain't got nobody else in here on that type of time. I mean, you got a friend for me or something? Like, cause I'm in here sick as hell for real. I only had you to talk to. Like, look out for me because you really love me. I know that scenario ain't happening either. Right. I know that shit ain't happening. Definitely. But that's how I'm going. If you bold enough to tell me you moving on and I can't come with you, that's like moving in the house and there ain't no room for me.
Yeah.
I'm bold enough to tell you, well, what's your friend number, the thick one? Because I know she don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Put her on the line for me or something, because damn.
Yeah,
I'm here fucked up. And that's just the scenario, you know what I'm saying? That's just in another motherfucker case who got 5 to 10 years.
Right.
That's how I would look at it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If I was in them shoes.
All right, so here's the flip side. The reason it didn't originally come to mind is because most guys don't be that type of solid. But me dealing with y'all two in particular, like all three of us be answering the shit out of jail calls and making runs or shooting errands or shooting money for
like a motherfucker.
So
I be feeling like I'm the only nigga doing it too.
That's what I was just gonna say. So what about for us? Is it a value? What's the value in it? Because a brother told me one time, a motherfucker only gonna hold you down in the penitentiary as much as they value your input in their life. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, in that case, I feel like no matter how much time I got, my girl ain't going nowhere.
I'm talking about your niggas, your mans, or you holding your mans down.
I mean, shit, I only had 2 years and everybody left.
You talk about like
your side now, because you answering phone calls. So your mans get a
how
nat.
long I'm gonna be
so
answering?
Your mans get a nat, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, natural life, a nat in Michigan means natural life without the possibility of parole.
Mm-hmm.
You 30 years old. I mean, you got like 40, 50, 60 more years to do. You answer and collect calls for 40, 50, 60 more years? You sending a nigga money for 40, 50, 60 more years?
I'm going to answer them calls for sure. Now, I can't speak on 40 to 50 years from now, but I'm going to put bro in the coldest position. Over that, he got sentenced today. Over the rest of 2022, when we talk, it's time to, our Danner got to uplift him because it's over with. Like, you ain't coming back out. So now, all right, I know this bitch a freak. I know that bitch. I'm sending so many hoes. I'm putting so many hoes in his car. I'm doing everything I can to make him feel comfortable because I don't know 20, 30 years from now how the fuck this phone shit gonna go. I ain't gonna never forget about my dog. I ain't gonna say I'm not gonna answer them calls. But I do know the time that I do have these first 5, 10, whatever, however it go, man, that nigga been putting holes in my car. That nigga been sending cheese. He been answering the phone. This how he gonna remember me regardless of when we stop talking, if we ever do. Yeah. That's all I can say about that. I'm gonna be a real nigga for as long as I can. But I told one of my little brothers this. He come home in like 8 months, free diesel. No, like 15 months for real. But I told him this, nigga, you not finna keep going to jail or prison. You know what I'm saying? And I say this shit to everybody too. Like, because it gets to the point where a nigga will call you at 9 a.m., a nigga call you at 2 p.m., a nigga call you at 9 p.m., and the shit'll repeat 7 days a week. You answering the phone. Ain't nothing changed from yesterday to today. So sometimes it be kind of annoying, but I still answer the calls. They know that shit. I be telling them, like, nigga, stop calling so much.
Yeah.
But he ain't got nobody else
to call.
You feel me? But now my rebuttal to that is, nigga, stop going to prison. You got to stop. Because when I look on these cash apps and all that, nigga, I done sent you so many bands that I had to give you. For sure, I'm willing to help you, but you got to be a real nigga too and understand you got to stop putting me in this position.
Right.
You have to stop that because when I do run out of money or I can't answer the phone, now I'm a whole ass nigga. You feel me? So niggas got to understand they got to stop going to prison. They got to stop going in and out. Shit happens,
point.
but you can't keep going back expecting me to hold it down the same way I did them first 3 times. You feel me? I know that was kind of off the question too, but
that was
niggas
a
got to
good
hear
point,
that. Like,
'cause the reality is, I couldn't even expect. Like, if I was to go to the joint right now, bro, I don't expect nobody to do nothing.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, nigga, you done did too much. What are you doing? Your ass might supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first reason why I don't expect nobody to do nothing. But the second reason is, my nigga, I done took them through too much.
yeah.
We did all of everything that you can experience with prison time. We done did. What is there left for you to want to drag your people back through?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel you on that 100%. It might not have been specifically on topic, but it was definitely right on point with what needed to be heard.
To go back to that first question too, though, I feel like if one of my homeboys did catch a nap at the age of 30, they know I'm solid out here. I was solid the first time they went in for a couple years, whatever. They can't even have no expectations for me to answer that phone for 50 years. Can't even have them type of expectations for a nigga who been solid with you your whole life. Can't be no expectations. You know I'm going to do what I got to do.
Yeah.
But if certain shit didn't happen,
But I
20
mean, to
years
say
from
that
now.
shit, that's like saying that if the deal come tomorrow, that everybody that you ain't able to help ain't going to say, man, this nigga ain't never did nothing for me. I mean, because that's
facts.
kind of how it's going to go
That's-
either way.
that you got
Even
damn
if
right.
you is holding it down or
Yeah.
keeping it real. Like, if the deal came tomorrow and you was able to help 15 people, the 16th motherfucker is going to say, this nigga was a hoe.
yeah.
He ain't do nothing for me. He ain't do nothing for the hood. He ain't never come back through, and he can't come back. You know what I'm saying? So from
That's a
that
fact.
perspective, that's why it's a valuable question, a valid question to
that
ask.
question deep as fuck.
Yeah, because like,
deep
is it
as
really
shit, bro.
worth you gonna put yourself? It's one thing when you put yourself in there, once, whatever. We make mistakes, we make bad decisions, shit happen. But I had a homeboy who he went to the joint once and did 12 years. When that nigga caught his case and came back to the penitentiary, he took care of himself the whole bit.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't called mama for nothing other than
He
to
know
check
what
on
he
mama.
put motherfuckers through that first
Yeah.
time. That shit's serious.
And that's what type of guy you gotta kind of be if you feel like you gonna keep being out here like this.
Yeah, definitely.
Because how was you gonna keep dragging people through the mud over and over again?
And that shit not cheap.
And
That
it's
shit,
not
man,
cheap.
this
Take
shit
care of
really be
prisoners,
stressful
not
as hell
cheap.
too. It
Yeah.
be so stressful because a nigga get on the phone and be like, hell yeah, shit, me, Mike, and Sam, we in Vegas right now. Telling them all about all the shit we got going on. And all, you know what they about to say. Man, I can't wait till I get out. Ooh.
Make you feel away.
Like, damn, bro, I don't even like telling you about what I'm doing.
It's kind of like what they call it, survivor's remorse.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that. I be feeling that way. Like
That
the
shit
brother
deep,
called
bro.
me earlier, and I was actually doing something that I was enjoying. But when he asked, like, man, what's going on? I'm like, just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to say. Well, I don't even want to say it on here what I was doing. But it was like, damn, bro. Like, because telling you ain't going to do nothing but damper your bitch.
That's it, bro. You finna get off. You gonna get off the phone and think about that shit. Like, damn, this nigga, man, them niggas in Miami, them niggas in Vegas. Damn.
At the same time, though, sometimes it be feeling good to tell them.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
they be wanting to hear it. They be like, damn, Vegas, I can't even imagine Vegas.
Like, soon as I tell them some shit, I send some pictures on JPay and shit.
Yeah.
I show them how we live. Because niggas be showing them pictures off for real.
Yeah, they do.
Like, nigga, my niggas out there cutting up.
Yeah,
Nigga,
for
yeah,
sure.
we really doing that. But at the same time, you be like, dog, my dog ain't even here. My dog missing out on this. And whoa. That feeling right there, man, it's a struggle on both ends. On both sides of the phone, we struggling.
Let me ask you this. Did you get visits while you was gone in 2 years?
I think I got one visit.
Yeah.
I got a few visits. Yep, I got a few.
You got a few visits.
But I got them when I came.
Closer,
down.
because you
Yeah, I
was
was
up north.
close, yeah.
Up north.
Yeah,
You was
I
all
came
way up
to
Old
Bellamy
Newport.
Creek, and that was like,
Yeah, that's like 30 minutes away.
yeah, close shit.
I started my bid out there. MR, I did the whole little Iona Triangle, Riverside, not Triangle, but Riverside, MR, Bellamy Creek, MTU. I did all of them.
Nobody coming to Ojibwe. That's too fucking far. I wasn't even asking nobody to come up there. That's too far. I wanted them to.
Yeah.
Especially when I see my niggas from like Detroit and Flint getting visited every other week. I'm like, damn, how the fuck? Like at this point, I'm trying to put somebody in the car with them.
I tried to do that.
It wasn't working.
Man,
like, damn.
You ever see the guys who got that dedicated girl dog that's be up there, like be on it?
Dog.
I used to be looking at them niggas like, bro. And it seemed like them be the niggas that be the hoest dudes, dog. When it comes to, they be hoeing the shit out that girl.
I ain't saying shit about niggas not in business because I ain't missed one. We using the max of these motherfuckers.
I ain't gonna lie, I did good. I was on the damn floor.
Y'all was far away.
But shit, when I went up north.
Close.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. When I went up north, though, it was a wrap on it.
It was over with.
Up north, they was not happening. Motherfucker like, nigga, I'm not finna drive 8 hours in Michigan.
This what prison do to you too, bro. I don't know if this should happen to y'all. Probably not you, Sam, because you have visits all the time. But nigga, I was up north for about a year and some change. And when I finally came back down and I seen how the visits go at Bellamy Creek, like you could see the parking lot. Mm-hmm. Seeing people had me nervous as hell. Like I was weird.
Yeah.
So when I finally got a visit, I don't think me and her talked for like 10 minutes. I'm just
looking.
Yeah, I'm just checking her out. Not even on that. It's just like am I straight? Like, she telling me I'm skinny and my skin look clear and woo. I'm like, all right. I ain't even know how to act, bro.
Hey, that brings me to my next question for real. The prison glow. Like,
man, that prison glow is something different.
You had it? You experienced that?
What? Did I?
Yeah.
I ain't know what the fuck it was.
Yeah,
because I couldn't see it. Everybody else seen something on me that I couldn't see.
I don't think it be gone. Like, motherfucker be saying, mine, I don't think mine gone. They still be like.
It's something about it, bro. It's like.
They just love a prisoner.
It's down there like you like everything about you just got better. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Okay, pause right there, right?
Your time, right? It will.
Well, yeah, right. Pause right there, though, because I just heard that from somebody. Like, man, it seemed like everybody to go to the joint, come home and shoot past niggas. Mm-hmm. No, the fuck they don't.
That's not.
It's a whole lot of bum ass niggas in the joint that go home and be bum ass niggas back in the street.
Yeah, I was in there with a lot of.
Like it's like everybody that I done seen in the joint that I done seen back out here ain't doing good.
Nah.
It's a lot of brothers I be seeing that they be just out here. Like,
I think it's a smaller percentage of niggas doing good.
Hell yeah.
That came from prison.
Hell yeah.
It's definitely about how you do your time and how you utilize it and where your mindset at too.
Exactly. Because
it's a lot of niggas in there that went in there for some bullshit that plan on doing more bullshit when they come home.
Exactly.
And I can't wait to get back out here and get on. Whoa. They can't. You know what I'm saying? Like.
It be your mindset before you go. Shit.
Yeah.
It be the mindset that get us to prison. Yeah. A lot of people's mindset it's just
never change
like that.
Some of my niggas right now can't wait to come home and drill some shit. I'm like, this what you thinking about?
Like
all right. That's what I mean, right? That goes back to that first point, bro. You gotta change, bro, because you're gonna be back in there.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have this conversation again. I just got flopped. Yeah, they gave me 6 years. Yeah, these all got 10 again. Anything, not to wish that on none of my niggas either, but niggas gotta change, bro.
I think a lot of that honestly comes from fucking searching for their character. Like, they don't know who they are yet.
Definitely.
Because, like, just realistically, what in your fucking right mind would make you say, while in jail, I can't wait to get out there and drill? And the fact that you said it, and it's not unfamiliar to me, because I had a homeboy, we was in the joint, y'all know him, we was both in the joint. He was in the feds, we was in the state, we was writing back and forth to each other, and then nigga used to write me shit like, I'm coming back to get our hood back. These niggas ain't got the south side, ain't looking right. I'm finna come down and set this bitch off. And I used to be like, what the fuck is you going to get? What is there to gain from that?
That ain't the move.
So it's got to be somewhere inside them where they feel like this validates them.
Yeah.
Because, man, it might be I can't hustle. I ain't got no hustle bone in me. I don't feel valuable as, like, coming and saying, "Hey, bro, I'm finna come in and help bring money to the team," because then you're gonna be looking at me like, "Nigga, no, you ain't. You ain't never did it."
Some people,
but I will do the dirt.
Some people life stop when they go to prison, and then when they be stuck in that shit. Like, you know, the motherfucker leave for 10 years, they come back. 10 years childish. Motherfucker ain't learned nothing.
That's the thing.
That's the thing.
That's definitely something.
That's a big thing.
Some motherfuckers
right there.
just go to prison, stop aging. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas healthy for a minute.
Come back home.
Come back
childish than a bitch still.
And their mind stopped aging. And motherfuckers just stuck the same way.
Yeah, for sure.
I think what helped me with that, though, and to stay out of that mindset, because I was on some wild shit, too. I was on some wild shit when I first went in, but when I realized being who I was around niggas from New York, Battle Creek, Chicago, anywhere in the world, all in the same prison, I'm getting to see how they live in New York. Not really see it, but I'm seeing, like, these niggas from there. Then I go to another prison. Then we had a layover here at a whole nother prison. I'm seeing that me being who I am, stand-up nigga, ain't trying to be nobody else, ain't following nobody, was acceptable anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The way I talk, the way I act, the way I handle business, that was cool anywhere.
Yeah.
I knew I don't have to be what niggas is. I don't gotta be like nobody. Cause this shit that I am, this shit acceptable.
Yeah, for sure.
This shit stand up everywhere. I swear to God. And I avoided so much shit because it was like, nigga Mills, chill. Nigga trying to get some money. He trying to get you ain't finna fuck him over.
Yeah.
He trying to get some money. He cool. He a solid nigga. He'll look out for you. I was one of them niggas everywhere I went, bro.
Yeah.
So that whole coming home, drilling shit, that shit went out the window so quick.
Right away.
So quick. Because I know what I lost in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Outside of what I gained. The knowledge and the nigga focus. And you know how much time you cannot get back? How many people died? How many bills I couldn't help out with? How many opportunities I probably missed? Bro, going away is not cool, bro. Right. I don't know when niggas gonna understand that going away is not cool.
Right.
There's nothing cool about that.
Facts.
That shit ain't gangster. That shit ain't street. Niggas gotta stop going to jail.
Literally
and
only
prison,
means
bro.
that you got caught.
Yeah, like
that's
that shit
literally
not
all
cool,
it means,
bro.
that you got caught. I mean, I grew up with that mentality too, so I ain't gonna act like I'm new to it or nothing. Because at one point in time in my life, I felt like going to the joint would be my last stripe or my last badge of honor.
Yeah, like it
right,
solidified you.
Yeah,
now.
I done did everything else. Okay, what you can do in the streets, I done did all that. All right, the next level is going to the county and shit, fighting cases. I done did all that. Now you got to go to the joint and come home a gangster. And then once you do that, you beat the game.
I had that mindset too, bro. I swear to God.
Yeah,
like you the big dog now.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing else for you to do.
But like literally by the time I beat the game, nigga, I came home and I ain't had nothing. I ain't had no money. I ain't had no car. I ain't had no woman. I ain't had shit. Like to beat the game, you didn't get nothing. There was no winning from beating the game.
Yeah. Man, he out here knocking
Hey,
out.
man. Hey, so, dog, now that we done got the penitentiary covered, I want to kind of wind down, but I want to wind down talking about what you got going on right now. You've been involved in business. We had business ventures going on. We got business ventures going on. We got the underplay. So let's talk a little bit about that, what you got coming up. What's your plans with Fake Famous too?
I mean, I'm gonna start with Fake Famous too. I think my plans with that is to really try to get on the road. You know what I'm saying? Touch as many people as possible with this project, because I know this with anything I probably got out right now. If the right person hear it, this the type of shit that'll make a nigga want to invest in you. But if the right people hear it, they're gonna become fans instantly.
Yeah.
I'm missing that whole little
Just
play
touching
right
the
there.
ears.
Yeah, like I gotta move around and touch people more, and that's the plan with Fake Famous too. You know what I'm saying? Getting the marketing right, the promotion right, and just moving around, coming to your city, cutting up with this same project and the old shit, and just putting it in their face.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know what I'm saying? On another note, on the business side. On another side of the business, I'm really trying to get into this cryptocurrency.
Okay.
That shit taking over the world. It already took over the world.
Yeah.
That's what it is right now. That's the new being in the streets. You damn near got to be in cryptocurrency, NFTs. That's the streets now.
Yeah.
That's how you making That little 1,000 you putting up every day. My nigga Sam can stand on that. Like,
listen, Sam said
this
some
is
shit.
this
He
is
was
going
like, man,
on.
I'm
Like,
buying Jordans. Instead of buying Jordans that I'm going to throw to the side after a couple of wears and never wear them bitches again, I'll take that same couple dollars and throw it in the stock and not worry about it for a couple years. Next thing you know, you turn around and be rich. I seen a interview with a guy earlier today say he was offered $100,000 on a like a marketing deal or something for some shoes, a rapper, unknown rapper, but he was networking, making connections. But he had been offered $100,000 or a percentage in money and a percentage in stock to rep. I believe he said it was like a shoe brand or something. That was a no-name brand. It's still a no-name brand to the majority, but it has its fan base. He said he took $20,000 and told him to give him the other $80,000 in stock and carried around the stock certificates for 3-4 years. And it's crazy because every story like this I hear, it be like when you really at your last or your wit's end, that's when it kind of happens. He was like, I got a phone call one day and they said my stock options was worth $14 million. He said by the time I actually got the money and was able to retrieve the stocks, they was down to 7 because the stocks had gone up and down over the month's time that I was chasing down them, getting them cashed out. But went from being $100,000, actually a $20,000 bank originally to being worth $7 million.
That's the hustle, bro. That's the new streets. That same nigga could have took that 100 and flipped that 100 every month for 3 years and still wouldn't have had 14 million.
Right.
That shit is the new streets. That's the new hustle.
Right.
That's where it's at. Outside of credit.
Yeah.
This what 2022 is about.
Life insurance.
Your credit better be there.
Credit, life insurance.
Good credit is like unlimited money, man.
Yeah, that's part of that portfolio.
That's what we own, man.
Bunch of grown
credit, bro.
Shit, for real.
Yeah, for sure.
That credit. I just heard my own cousin, my first cousin. Dana just told me he had unlimited money because his credit score just hit 800. He's eligible for so much shit, bro.
Man, and imagine like you compounding it with other things going on. We got viable businesses so it's gonna be a big year. We're gonna finish out this year strong, and every year after this is gonna be bigger. For sure.
Shit deeper than music. It's way deeper than music.
So with that being said, bro, I think we did a hell of a show. We kicked it about a lot of things, man. You got anything you want to drop off? A last thought, last thing you want them to check out for sure? Plug where they can find you at.
NoSleep MIlli, man. You can find me NoSleep MIlli on any streaming platform at NoSleep MIlli 1700 on Instagram. Make sure you tap in with me. But on another note, man, I need everybody who's anybody, especially if you a big dog in your section, you in the streets, it's time to come together, build your community. You know what I'm saying? Stand up for these kids. Understand what's really going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? Stop being one-sided. Stop thinking how you thought 10 years ago, thinking that shit gon' work in the streets and shit. That shit, you might be afloat right now, but that's not the way no more. Streets ain't safe. This shit dangerous. Niggas really getting locked up. They killing us. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do better. So if you ain't learned nothing from this shit outside of where to find my motherfucking music at, that's NoSleep MIlli on all streaming platforms.
Yes, sir.
We gotta stand up, come together, and do right. Cause it's shit going on behind our back. You know what I'm saying? Even this crypto shit was going on behind our back a long time ago. It's in our face now.
Right.
We gotta take advantage of this shit. They showing us how to get money in our face.
Yeah.
And we ain't getting it. That means we stupid still.
Yeah.
Stand up,
Smarten up. Open the market up.
Come together. It's easier together.
That said, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. The 17 Winners with Brother Mike X. I'm going to leave y'all with this last song, Pushing Peace. See y'all next time. Free the real.
Damn, babe, you tweaking on the beat.
The walkout.
While they was pushing P, I was pushing P's. Double rapping when you send them this some cookie weed. I stopped selling little shit back in my rookie season. Even when rap is some ranks if you want a feature. I used to sell them 24, now it's a little cheaper. In 2022, you probably get them for a teenage. I got to play, you wanna win, show up with some paper. Turn your 1,000 into 10, send it over Facebook. How the fuck you 25 with no bread still? Running in place, you familiar with a treadmill. How the fuck your man's got you flexing with his bread still? He ain't wanna help you eat, he just wanna show you how it feel. That can never be the team, I put guys in position. I know a player good at what, I feel like time is up. If you ain't never seen 100, then you barely been living. If you ain't never seen a 20, you ain't better than bitches. Niggas trip, I get a route, I bet I put my mans on. Easy say that shit was pressure, you could put more grams on. Me and Sam, San Fran, ran it up on the dead. That shit was a breeze. Like a motherfucking fan. How many plays till we rich? That's the real question. Was it pressure or they pressed? That's a pill question. Kicking dirty niggas out the crib. I'm like, Will, gotta know that 90 days can turn a little to some big money. You ain't never really got it out the field, nigga. Your money short and it's green like a dill pickle. Glizzy beat, Mike Will did it. You still playing with a 10, you a little nigga. A perfect match, Glock and a 30 fit together. Best friends, they like to do all they hits together. I got bands on my neck, 30 on my wrist together. This is the type of shit that make bad bitches kiss together. You tryna keep up with a nigga, how you stuck in position. Don't fuck up everything you building, tryna kick it with bitches. This UFC nigga thought it was a fight, he was tripping. He threw a punch, next thing you know he wrestling blicky. Ran off 40 P's, man, that shit was a cake. The gang members call me Hitler, they know I get an 8 off. If we took it, it makes sense, everybody got paid off. Now this nigga unemployed, we the reason he laid off. Yeah, you ain't got no job, nah. He ain't got no job.